Nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for the invite to the Amada 2025 Open House. Great to be here. Some fantastic technologies on demo. We're standing in front of the EGB electric press brake.
Yep.
Could you kindly explain to me what this is and why it's different from Amada's point of view, please?
Okay, no problem. So this is our EGB 130-ton 380C machine. So the EGB range is Amada's latest instalment in the all-electric servo drive press brakes. So what this allows us to achieve is a 20% reduction in CO2 because we're moving from the hydraulic stuff to all-electric. And it then also allows us to achieve really high accuracy and extremely fast speeds. So this particular machine, we've got 250 millimeters per second approach speed, 250 millimeters per second return speed. This allows customers to get a lot more productivity, the machine's a lot faster, and ultimately they get more products out at the end.
Okay, so and we saw this in the demonstration earlier between manually trying to do the work, which was quite an interesting time race that you had.
Yeah,
on
nice
that.
little time comparison.
Okay,
so
and also it's got an automatic tool changer.
Yep.
Why is that different for this type of model?
So the ATCe is really key to being able to reduce a lot of the time setup for press brakes. So typically speaking, with traditional press brakes, there's a lot of a bottleneck for tool changing. So typically they could be anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour to break down your tool setup and put new tools in for the next job.
Right, so in between jobs.
Yep, so
okay, yep.
If you're doing maybe 3 or 4 or 5 tool changes per day, it soon starts to add up. And all that time you're losing the productivity out of the machine because you're not processing any jobs. So the ATCe is here to tackle that. So this will reduce those tool changes to around about 2.5 minutes. So it means that while the machine's doing the tool change automatically, the operator's getting the next load of jobs ready, and by the time they're ready to come back, the machine's all ready to go.
Having seen people change tools and the elements that go with it, it's quite a hefty job.
Yeah, it's quite labour intensive.
Yeah.
It's probably the least enjoyable part of an operator's job is having to change the tools.
Right, okay.
And one thing we showed for the live demonstration is the fact that having to break down your tools to maybe do a quick rush job that's come in, something that's a quick job's come in, or there's something that's failed quality control. If it's half an hour to break down the tools, fold one job and then go back, it's a really inefficient way to run the machines, and that's where you lose a lot of time and you lose a lot of flexibility. The ATCe compensates for that and allows you that flexibility to, within 2 minutes, you've broken down your tools, you've folded that one-off job, and then you're straight back to your regular
And I suppose
production.
there's an element of de-risking mistakes by quality, because you've got the right tools in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it reduces that human error.
Yeah, fantastic. And the conversation about making these sort of machines even more user-friendly. You've got some new features on this, which I can see with this screen that is a little bit unusually placed. What does this do and how does it help?
So, over the last decade or so, skill shortage has been a bit of an issue, not just for bending, but for the whole sheet metal industry. So with every evolution of press brake, we've been trying to make it a lot more user-friendly, easier for newer operators to pick up the bending skill. And as part of this, our offline programming software, so the jobs are sent to the machine, the operators are just doing the folding. But the other part to it is the interface on the control. So for example, here we've got a tablet that's in front of the operator, and this is just showing a breakdown of what we can see on the control.
Right, okay.
But it's showing the operator exactly where they're gauging. It also pops up with prompts. So for example, here we're doing a partial bend, just makes the operator aware of the process. And we've also got a camera inside the machine. So if we have a look here, so that's giving us a live feed from inside the machine. And it's also going to show us exactly where we're gauging the part. So the operator doesn't have to look around the tools. They can look at the...
So that helps them visualise the bend, that it's bent in the right direction.
Helps them visualise it and gauge. So if I maybe go to this bend here and press start, it's showing us an outline of the part, and also it's showing us exactly where we need to be in contact with the back gauge.
Okay.
With that live feed as well. So it's all about giving the operator as much information so that they can safely operate the machine, and so that there's no mistakes and wasted parts.
And I presume there's a bit of intuition in there in terms of how it can guide the user.
Yep. So it gives you this 2-scale outline of the part, and it shows you exactly where the fingers are, including highlighting the contact points, so where you need to put the material against.
Interesting, yeah.
We do also have as well a list of commands here. So there is a headset that comes with this smart operations pack, and that means that if I'm folding a job where both my hands are full and I don't have the ability to put the part down, I can give certain commands to the control with a voice voice headset.
Oh, right.
Basically, stop the job, go to bend 3. It's another feature of just trying to make the machine a lot more user friendly.
And that syncs directly to the main.
Syncs directly to the main control.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
That's okay. No problem.
Thanks for
Pleasure.
that insight. Cheers, then.